What did Peggy say his name was?
Clive. His name's Clive. Yes. What the f? Okay, hang on. We're gonna close the door behind us. What is this? Hello, my darlings, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, please come in and make yourself at home. My name is Patty Cake, and welcome to Patty Cake Games and Part 4 of Killer Frequency. I've been having a lot of fun with this game. I've not been doing so well. I think I've only managed to save 2 people, well, actually 3. I saved 1 extra person, but I don't really think I actually saved her because she still came face to face with the killer, but the killer didn't kill her, which gives me suspicions. So now I'm wondering, is the killer the new intern at the radio station? Because she is obsessed with slasher films, and she did not kill Carrie, who is her best friend. And who is Clive? We have a janitor named Clive, and one of the victims was like, Clive, I didn't tell anyone, I swear. What did she mean by that? Who is Clive? Why is that important? Hopefully we'll find out soon. But we're going to have fun doing it. Let's try to save some people while running a radio station in Killer Frequency. Before we get started, look down below the video. If you've not yet, make sure you click like and subscribe. It really does help out the channel a whole lot. And then if you want to be super thorough, you can ring the notification bell, which will let you know when new videos get posted to the channel. And then you can look in the description of the video, and there's a link to a Discord. We have a wonderful community of people who enjoy the content on the channel. Please come and join us. We would love to meet you. And then if you want to support the channel in more ways than just liking and subscribing, there are monetary ways that you can support the channel. Look down below the video. There is a join button. There's 2 tiers of membership you can join. All of them give you access to videos early, give you access to additional videos, and the highest tier of membership will give you access to unedited content on the channel. And you can come and watch those and see me making all kinds of mistakes and getting embarrassed. But let's get started with Killer Frequency, guys. I'm really excited to get back into this. I really hope that I can save people this time and stop making stupid mistakes. So let's go ahead and continue and see what happens on KFAM, your home for sports, radio, no, your home for sports, music, news, and murder. All right, Peggy, what you got?
Let's get going, Peggy.
Alrighty,
What were we
we
doing?
could run another segment or... Scratch that, Forrest. We have a caller.
All right, we got a caller. What's up, caller?
You're through to 189.16, The Scream. What's your emergency?
Hello again, Forrest.
Oh, it's her.
The call with the teens was awful. Those poor kids. Still, I'm glad the girl didn't get hurt.
Thanks for your concern. Are you in trouble? What's on your mind?
I wanted to ask you again to play my song, Forrest. You said you were gonna play it, but you didn't.
Your name was Dawn, right?
What, Peggy? Yes. Oh, well remembered. My name is Dawn, and I wanted to ask you again to play my tune, Forrest. Long Ride Home? You know, the one that Peggy said she threw outside the window?
Well, she did throw out the window, but we don't have it.
But we don't have that song. As you just said, Peggy threw it out the window.
But, Forrest, you do have it. It's just outside the window.
There's a serial killer on the loose. I can't just go outside hunting for a record.
I'm really sorry, Dawn, but we just can't get it right now.
But wasn't the Whistling Man just at the old murder house? That's miles from the station. It won't take you a second to grab it.
He's fast.
Don, I'm not sure if you've heard, but there's something unnatural about this freak. He's fast. I'm not risking it.
Oh, but I think you will. Forrest? Peggy, I'm calling with more than a request. I know something.
Oh.
I think I know who's gonna be next.
Oh.
What?
Are you serious?
Play my song, Forrest, and you'll find out.
Oh my God. Are you seriously doing
Well,
that,
folks,
Dawn? You are terrible.
Here's some music for you while I think things over. Time to go on the journey that is Blast Processor with their hit song 1980X. Is she serious, Peggy?
She's serious about hearing that song, that's
right?
for sure.
That's
Peggy,
ridiculous.
I mean,
like,
is she serious about...
I don't know,
girl,
Forrest.
go buy the
but
record.
We
You
don't
can listen to
really
it all
have
you
a
want.
choice, do we? If she's telling the truth.
all right.
All right.
All right,
Do
I'll
it.
go.
You're a good man, Forrest.
I'm a dumb
I'll slide
man.
you the key to the fire door.
Okay.
Wait. Our fire door has to be unlocked?
Yeah, you know, I never thought about it, but yeah.
You know, I made...
We should talk to Reggie about that later. Anyway,
made
I'll hold the fort down while you're out. Maybe
So
I'll even get a caller. That could be exciting.
Oh my god, Peggy, stop talking. Let me talk.
189.16, The Screen. With me, Peggy.
Anyway, in the previous video, it was cut out of the final version, but I actually made a comment because I was trying all the doors downstairs, and I went to the fire door, and it was like, it's locked. It's like, isn't that illegal? Don't you have to have fire doors unlocked for safety? Wait, is this one? Yeah, okay. And then the fire door is back here, if I remember correctly. Right here. All right, Peggy, where's that?
You know, I hope she'll be happy when I'm brutally murdered by the Whistling Man. Out here. In the open.
In an alley.
Alone.
Right. Right. Ah, what the hell was that? Oh, the thing fell over. That scared me. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Oh, this is where I started the game. Okay, where's Peggy's window? There it is. It's got to be it, right? Long ride home.
Here it is. Long ride home.
Okay, let's get back inside. That was
Of
terrifying.
course. It locks behind you.
Oh, son of
And
a...
of course the key doesn't work on this side. Fantastic.
All right, well...
Maybe there's another way back in
Yeah,
through the
there's a
basement.
switch
a
over
door,
here.
elevator.
I remember
something.
seeing this at the very beginning because we saw this and I was like, this connects to that door. And I was trying to do something with it, but okay, we're...
Looks like I'm gonna have to hunt around for some new fuses.
Great, great, great. I need 3 fuses, I think. Is that one? Yep. Scary places, scary. Oh my god, what the hell? Oh dear god. There's one. Okay, there's another 5, I think. Ah, there's another one. Okay. So this is 60. And then the 2 5s. And then 2 5s will be 70. That should be it. And then another 30. That should give us 70.
Bingo!
Got it. A horrible sound. Oh, okay. It let me in here.
I could probably survive that fall.
It's not very far. Good lord. You could just, like, sit on the edge and just drop down. It's nothing.
Looks like the janitor's closet. What did Peggy say his name was?
Clive! His name's
Clive?
Clive. Yes. What the f... Okay, hang on. Hang on, hang on. We're going to close the door behind us. What is this? Okay. Call for donations to help Chuck Brady. Former Gallows High football captain Chuck Brady.
What the
Brody,
hell? Peggy is not gonna believe this.
suffered a career-ending injury as a victim of the festival disaster late last year. To help him on his road to recovery, we are buying him some lottery tickets. Hopefully he gets lucky and can get back on his feet. Pun not intended. Drop tickets in the bucket below. Thanks. There's no bucket. Staff surge at Power Station. Gallows Creek Power Station hires 20 new staff in record hire, 12 of which are students from Gallows Creek High. Justice for festival victims. The 2-year investigation into the festival accident has concluded. Investigators blame 2 engineers that were contracted in from the local power station. Lead engineer Ant Williams and junior engineer Sean Everett were distracted talking about horror movies while assembling the big wheel, which led to various construction mistakes. They have been ordered to do community service for a total blah, blah, blah. Okay, so clear pictures coming in. So someone, this guy, Chuck Brody, was injured in an accident on the Ferris wheel at the festival. And that was 1972. Infamous author of tell-all book Diary of a Car Thief moves out of Gallows Creek for the new life in the big city. She stole our cars and then she stole our time and money, said our reviewer Jim Brandy last year. More on page 15. All right. So someone was a car thief. Oh. What the hell is that? What is this dude doing? Why does he have weird, creepy mannequins? Okay, I don't know what to make of all this just yet. I'm very interested, though, in finding out more about what's... Bim Bam! Zap the Zorp away! Oh, God, could I make more noise?
I wonder how the show's going.
I hope Peggy's holding her own. I have no doubt that she is, because she is... annoying as she is, she's a smart girl. Okay, we have...
Please let this be the last locked door.
Lord, it's not. Oh, yeah, it's a key right there.
Ah, there's the beautiful key. I should be able to get back to the studio now.
Okay. Okay, it's not that one, it's this one.
Yes.
Okay. All right, we've made it back. Thank the Lords. Okay. Peggy, you're not going to believe what I found, girl.
Isn't that such a good song, folks? And now for... Jesus, Forrest, you've been gone for ages. I thought something had happened.
The door locked
Something
behind
did
me.
happen. Clive, the janitor, might be Clive, the murderer.
No, I don't think he
What?
is. I don't think he is.
Start from the beginning. The fire door locked behind me.
I don't think he is, though. I think he was trying to figure out who the murderer was.
Why did you
Back
heave
then.
that thing all the way up here?
Because
Or-
the basement's creepy as
I don't know,
hell,
maybe.
and I
Maybe he
don't
was
like
the
standing
original.
around down there.
Fair. All right, let's run through this again. We have a creepy board you found in a creepy basement made by our creepy janitor who you think is the creepy whistling man.
Allegedly.
Yep.
And on the creepy board are the names Chuck Brody, Kim Walker, Rebecca Allen, and Ant Williams.
Correct.
And you think one of these people will be the whistling man's, Clive's, next target.
That's right. And we've got to find them.
You said there are 4 locations listed there too? The hospital, the power station, the gas station, and the trailer park. Clive must think the target is at one of those locations. Forrest, you're gonna have to figure out if any of the potential targets are at one of these locations tonight. Hit the button if you need any help.
Okay. Local doctor, Kay Walker. Okay, so Kay Walker is a doctor. So Kim is a doctor. So Kim Walker is probably going to be at the hospital. Oh, I guess I can only put that on one. Probably. Marriage announcement. We would like to celebrate the marriage of Kim Walker and Peter Stein. 30th May 1970. Best wishes to the happy couple. Okay, so Kim married Peter Stein. I don't think that has anything to do with anything. Beep, beep. Look out. Tragedy. 5 dead, 16 injured after brakes fail on bus. Tragedy struck in Gallows Creek. Oh my god, that's so hard to read. It's at a weird angle. That's not any better. It's like it's at the perfect spot where it's always either looking down or looking up. Can I move? I can move it. Let's put it on top of this because I don't think the marriage announcements. Okay. Put the marriage announcement here. Put this there. All right. Okay. Failed to stop and crashed into a fuel tanker. The deceased have been identified as Gallows Creek locals Mr. D. Rudd, Mr. M. Houghton, Mr. P. Stein, Mrs. K. Stein. Okay, Kim's dead. So it's not Kim. Kim's dead. Diary of a car thief moves out of Gallows Creek for a new life in the big city. Okay, so I think we can rule the trailer park out because she no longer lives there. And we can also rule out the hospital because Kim is dead. All right, so that leaves the power station and the gas station. 24-hour gas station bought by local ex-lottery winner. Die of a car thief. Look, it's Rebecca. So Rebecca was the car thief. So she has left town. So it's not Rebecca. So it's definitely not the trailer park. But this one right here, local lottery winner. Christine's Gas and Repair has been sold to a man who won the lottery 14 years ago. The new owner claims it will keep me busy on an evening. He has asked to remain anonymous. So that's probably going to be Chuck Brody because they bought him lottery tickets. So Chuck Brody's going to be at the gas station and Aunt Williams is the only one left. Could very well be the power station. But I don't know for sure. Special mystery guest. Who's the mystery guest? Featuring special mystery guest, the lead engineer responsible for the Gallows Creek Harvest Festival disaster in 1972. They say you learn from your mistakes. Well, I turned mine into a career. Health and safety. A career in health and safety and learn about safety in the workplace. Health and Safety Convention. Where is it located, though? Through Sunday the 6th. Yes, so this is happening right now. So where is this happening? We've narrowed it down to these two. We know where they are. So Chuck Brody owns the gas station, so he's there in the evening. And Aunt Williams works at the power station. Well, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. They're not going to be doing a safety convention at 2 o'clock in the morning. It's got to be the gas station. It's got to be.
How's it going?
I think I know.
I'm ready, Peggy.
Are you sure? We've only got one shot at this.
I'm sure. Let's do this.
Okay, name first. Who do you think the target is?
Chuck Brody
Chuck Brody.
And where will I find them?
at the gas station.
The gas station.
Okay, I'm dialing. One moment.
Hello?
What up, Chuck?
Brody! Listen, I know this sounds crazy, but we have reason to believe the Whistling Man is coming for you. You need to get yourself and everyone else out right now.
The Whistling Man? Who the hell are you? Who is this?
This is Forrest Nash. Listen, the Whistling Man's back. We found a list with your name on it, and
Oh God. It's today. The year I finally let myself forget.
Today?
it's today. What happened today?
Is this the day of the tragedy?
Hey,
Did he just run?
I think he ran off.
Okay, well, at least he
Well.
got out of there.
Fingers crossed that Chuck...
Jesus! It sounds like something blew up.
Oh my
He's
god.
using bombs now?
Is Chuck?
I don't know.
Hang on, we're getting a call.
I hope it's Chuck. Okay, thank
hello?
God.
Chuck?
Chuck!
Forrest, the whole goddamn gas station's gone up.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so. I got everyone to follow me out.
Good.
Town's only ambulance was blown to hell, though.
Well, that's just great.
Yeah. Damn it, that fireball threw me. I've got to get to the hospital. I'm not feeling great. Forrest, man, I can't thank you enough, but yeah, I gotta go.
Okay, well, at least
Wait,
we saved him.
Damn it. We lost him. What was that about today?
Oh, Forrest, the call board is lighting up. Get us into some music while I deal with this.
Here's some music while we regroup here on KFAM 189.16.
The
Scream.
Scream.
There's gotta be more in the basement to show us who Clive is targeting. And if that's the case, we can get ahead of him. Stop the killings before they can happen. Forrest, we need to go back down.
By we, you mean me, right?
Yep. Like I said, I need to handle all these calls. Maybe start with that creepy mannequin room you mentioned before. I still have a lot of questions about those, by the way.
Me too.
Bye. We'll play Long Ride Home for Dawn while we do this, because I want her to call back with more information. All right, Clive, what are you doing in here? What is happening in here? What are you doing? What are you trying to figure out? What are you trying to plan?
A key? Was this always here? I must have missed it when I brought everything upstairs.
Basement storage. Okay. And everything is pointing at this key like it's important. Yep.
Hey, Forrest!
Peggy, give me some warning before yelling down the intercom.
Sorry.
Damn it.
Buzz the intercom when you find something and want to discuss it.
Okay. All right, so he's got a map of the town. That's not all that unusual. He's got, what are these? Photographs? Looks like a radio or a recorder. That's, I saw that in the other room.
Peggy, I've found a tape and a map down here.
A map of what?
Looks like it might be to somewhere in this storage area.
Weird. Well, maybe the tape will give us more information.
It's right there.
Give it a play.
I saw it already.
George Gallow, 1968. That's when this all began for me. Follow the maps, find the tapes. I'll be waiting.
Wait, George Barrow?
Who the hell's George Barrow?
We all heard that he drowned after a night out drinking. Was it actually Clive? Has Clive really been the whistling man for that long?
He says I need to follow the maps and find the tapes. I guess that's what this map is about.
I think we need to see what else is hidden down here. Be careful, Forrest. Keep looking. Buzz the
Okay.
intercom when you found something.
Will do. Will do. It's right here.
Time of autopsy is 7 a.m. Cause of death is asphyxiation from drowning. The degree of rigor mortis indicates that the subject has been deceased for 5 hours. That puts the time of death.
Oops. All right. So let's see if we can find this. It's another little storage area. I don't know why I'm...
Small lacerations to arms, legs, and face, typically obtained by running through foliage. Severe blistering to the feet, as though the deceased had been running without stopping.
There's also something else. Looks like there's files. Yeah.
This looks useful.
Sheriff J. Matthews. Miss Sandra Sharp, telephone call. 4 a.m. on the 3rd of September, 1968. At 4 a.m., a call was received from a jogger, a Miss Sandra Sharp, reporting that a body had been found washed up in the reservoir. I drove out to investigate and was able to identify the body at the scene as that of George Barrow. I contacted the coroner's office and then the boy's parents. They informed me that they had not seen him since 7 p.m. on the 2nd.
Preliminary toxicology results shows no signs of inebriation. However, a high amount of cortisol was found, indicating elevated levels of stress in the immediate moments before death.
Which would make sense if he had blisters on his feet and lacerations. He was running from something. Right? Yeah.
Additionally, there appears to be a post-mortem injury to the arm. It looks like it was trapped in a car door.
Post-mortem injury to the arm. Looked like it was trapped in a door.
It is the coroner's opinion that the subject likely feared for his life and was chased, resulting in a fall from a height into a body of water where he hit his head, was knocked out, and drowned. Following that, he was moved.
Dr. Sullivan, we need to have a talk. Is that recorded? Shut it off.
Wait, who was that?
This has to be important.
All right. The deceased is a Caucasian male, age 18. The cause of death is established to be drowning, as shown by the signs of asphyxiation. See Section 2, Paragraph 4 for more details. Abrasions were found on the knuckles, likely from getting into fights in the past. Matches with known history of the deceased being aggressive. No other injuries were observed, and from the coroner's opinion, there is no evidence of foul play. Additionally, the preliminary toxicology report indicates the deceased had a high level of alcohol in their blood. It is of the coroner's opinion that the deceased went swimming while intoxicated, resulting in his drowning. But that's not what she just said. That's not what she just said. I'm sorry I made you do this, Virginia. So they covered up the death because it was a murder, and they covered it up and made it an accident. Ooh, well, they didn't make it an accident. They said it was an accident. You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
If you're listening to this, then I'm probably dead.
What the?
I'm a man who likes to stay informed. I've got subscriptions to newspapers all over the country. A few weeks ago, I noticed headlines cropping up in those papers, one after the other. Each headline about a murder. Each murder, the death of someone I knew almost 20 years ago.
So he's trying to
Each
solve it.
one drawing closer to Gallows Creek. Drawing closer to the anniversary. None of us are innocent, but I don't think we deserve killing. All I hope now is that I can save some folk from the worst. That I can, I don't know, do something to make up for what I did back then, I guess. I didn't kill anyone, mind you, but that's past mattering. Now, there's more I could say than I should say, but my employer made it clear that my family would pay a high price if I ever spoke out. So, hopefully I've said enough for you, listener,
Maybe?
whoever the hell you are, to start putting the truth together.
Wow. Okay. So Clive,
What the hell? Peggy is not gonna believe this.
right? Peggy, you can't wait to hear this. It's crazy. So Clive is not the killer. Clive is trying to solve who the killer is. He's marked off the people on the list that either he thinks are going to be targeted. And yeah.
What have you found, Forrest?
It's an autopsy tape. Doesn't say for who, but I think it must be for George.
Poor George. He was so young.
Something's bugging me, Peggy.
What do you mean?
I swear I recognize the voice of the woman talking on the tape. I just can't place it.
Seriously?
Hmm.
Do you think you've met her before?
I don't know. I mean, I just got here recently.
Virginia. Her name was Virginia.
I don't know.
Her name was Virginia.
Found another tape. It talks more about how George died.
What did it say?
It sounds like he was running for his life. Sprinting through trees and bushes, getting cut up all over.
What would drive someone to do that?
Fear.
I'm not sure yet. There's also a tape about a toxicology report. There were no signs of drinking or that he was on anything.
What? But everyone said he went swimming drunk and drowned.
Yeah, it was a lie.
It was in the newspaper and everything.
It was a lie.
I found a written autopsy report.
What does it say?
According to that, it's just like you said at the start. George drowned after getting drunk. Said he liked to fight, too.
But that contradicts the tape.
I know. And I think I know why. There's a note with the report that says, "I'm sorry I made you do this, Virginia."
If it was on the autopsy report, then Virginia must be our coroner.
The voice on the tape.
Wait, the caller from earlier, when we had to call the takeout restaurants, wasn't her name Virginia?
Oh,
We need to call her back once we
I didn't
finish
say
down
anything,
here.
Clive.
It looks like
Yes.
she might know something about what's going on.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh
I found
my
a
gosh.
tape that introduces a new detail to the story. Post-mortem injury. Apparently, his arm got caught in a car door.
A car door?
Yeah, after he died. How do you suppose they can tell?
The way it
How can they
bruises.
tell? I'm a radio producer.
It's the way the bruise
not a
forms.
coroner.
The written report I found doesn't mention it at all.
How did his arm get trapped in a car door after he died?
He was moved.
Unless he got it when the police collected his body, I guess someone else must have moved him after he was dead to where he was eventually found.
But the report, what is going on here?
I found a police report. Mentions a friend from earlier, Sandra Sharp.
Sandra.
The jazz runner.
That's right. She found George's body washed up at the reservoir.
Okay.
The reservoir?
It's coming together.
Yeah? What's strange about that?
George got cuts from running through foliage, right?
There's nothing. There's no
But
foliage
there's no
there.
forest around there.
So he was
Also,
moved.
How did it wash up at the reservoir?
What do you mean?
Reservoirs don't have tides.
But that's what the police report said.
It's not possible, though. I did a school project on reservoirs and got an A. But, yeah, not important right now. The important thing is that it doesn't make sense.
Right.
What are you suggesting then? That the body was originally found somewhere other than what the report suggests? That the sheriff tried to cover it up, but accidentally let something slip?
Something like that. I think.
Well, Sheriff Matthews wrote the report. If he hadn't been eviscerated, we could have asked him.
And Sandra didn't make it either.
Right. But we have
In
Virginia.
another tape, the coroner comes to the same conclusion as I did. George was running from something.
Maybe an animal?
No, I doubt it.
Maybe, but then there's this next bit where the coroner thinks he was moved post-death.
So she agrees with us.
At the end of the tape, someone burst in and demanded Virginia stop recording.
It was Clive.
I think it was Clive.
This is starting to make sense now. This is a conspiracy to cover up what happened to George.
I think I found Clive's last recording. I think Clive might be gone.
Gone?
I found a confession. Not for any killings, but for playing a part in covering up George's death. He left this behind in case he died. He hoped someone would find it.
Do you think the Whistling Man already got him?
Possibly.
Or he skipped town.
We've had a lot of callers tonight, but maybe not every victim made it to the phone, you know? We don't know how many there really are.
Christ, Forrest, that's dark.
I know, but Clive said he had read about other murders in other towns, and that the murders were all folks who knew about the incident. And the killings were getting closer to Gallows Creek. He said he wanted to do something good for once.
The board in his office. He wasn't tracking people down to kill them.
He was trying
He
to
was
save
tracking
them.
them down to save them. Ugh, why didn't he just come out with all of this?
He said his employer threatened his family if he spoke out about any of it.
His employer? The one who orchestrated the cover-up? Oh, Clive. I'm sorry for thinking you'd killed all those people. Do you think you found everything?
I think so.
Forrest, what's going on here?
Someone wanted that boy's death to seem like an accident. And they hired Clive to make it look that way.
Come back upstairs when you're ready. We need to figure out our next step.
I agree. Okay. So, Clive is not the killer. Clive is
Thank
So,
God you're back, Forrest.
That leads me back to the
I've been
intern.
running out of stuff to pad our airtime with.
Peggy, you work in radio.
Forrest, I'm stressed. I mean, really. How are we supposed to keep a show going with all this happening?
It's our job.
This is our job, Peggy. We gotta do it.
You're right. So, what's the plan now?
I think we should call Virginia back.
I agree.
All right, I'll get her on the
Let's
line.
hope she didn't get too drunk with all the frat boys.
Time to turn the music off.
Hello again, Gallows Creek. This is Forrest Nash. We're circling closer to the truth behind tonight's events. To this end, we're calling back one of our earlier callers, Virginia Sullivan.
Fredman Plunker here. Who's this? Is it you? Goose.
Hey, Plunker. Put Virginia on the phone.
Plunker, hey, it's the radio man, Forrest Nash.
Radio Man? What's up?
What's up, Plunker?
Solving mysteries, saving lives. The huge.
Right on.
Plunker, what are you doing at Virginia's house?
She asked if we could stay to keep an eye out for that whistling turd. So we're hanging out, bro.
Well, that's big of you, Plunker.
Yeah.
No, it's nothing.
Can I speak to Virginia?
Sure thing, Radio Man. I'll just go get her.
Okay.
Who is this?
Hey, Virginia, it's Forrest. I'm glad you're still okay.
Oh, Forrest. Sorry, I'm still jumpy.
It's okay. I'd be jumpy too.
I can't blame you. I'd be jumpy too.
I'm so sorry this happened to you, Virginia.
I thought I was. I thought...
I know. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Easy. We're not calling to talk about earlier. We're calling because we think you can help us understand why this is happening tonight.
Me? What would I know?
Whatever you didn't say.
Does the name Clive mean anything to you?
Clive? No. I don't know that name. What are you asking about this for?
Because you said
You
Clive,
mentioned
I didn't
that
tell
name
anyone.
earlier when you called us the first time.
I don't know what I said then. I was petrified, Forrest.
Clive's the janitor at our station, and we know you spoke to him in the past.
Forrest, please. You don't know what you're doing. He'll come for me.
Virginia, it's okay. Clive won't be coming after you.
We think Clive's dead.
Dead? But isn't he? He's the whistling man, Forrest.
No, he's not.
We thought so too, but
You don't understand. All those years ago, he...
It's okay, Virginia. He's gone. We found evidence to suggest he... Well...
And we found your autopsy reports for George Barrow.
How? I saw him destroy them.
Apparently not.
Well, he didn't. I don't know if he kept them or made copies or what, but we found them, and we know it's related to what's happening tonight, which is why we called you. Why did you write a false report?
All right. One day, I came into work to find a boy on my slab.
Yeah.
And as I finished the autopsy, this man, Clive, he just burst in. And he started making demands to give over the reports, to falsify what I found.
And you just did it?
Of course I said no. But, well, when someone wants to make you do something, they can use the carrot or the stick. For me, he used both. You see, my sister is sick. She has a chronic condition that's never going away. It's expensive to treat, and it was getting to where I couldn't afford it. And Clive promised me that his employer would pay for my sister's treatment.
Okay.
If I did what he said.
Okay.
And that if I ever spoke about this, he'd beat me to within an inch of my life.
Okay, so yeah, carrot and stick.
I don't know
Got
why
it.
he had me do it, but my sister needed me.
That's fair.
You have to understand. She needed me.
That's fair.
We understand.
We're not blaming you. It's okay.
Thank you, Virginia. That was brave.
God, I just want this nightmare to end.
This will help end it, Virginia. Thank you.
Stay safe, Virginia.
Okay.
So, Virginia's tied up in all of this.
Clive threatened her to keep quiet about George's death. But for who? Why cover up these details?
See, that's the mystery I don't understand.
If
Why?
only Sandra had
Why?
made it. We could have talked to her, too.
Why were we covering up his death? Oh, well, yeah, well, we fucking screwed
you know,
there.
We win some and we lose some, I guess.
I guess.
So flippant about letting someone die.
Looks
because
like we've got a call coming in.
screwed up a call. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. What we
Welcome
got?
to 189.16 The Scream, with me, your host, Forrest Nash.
Hi, Forrest. I know this is really out of the blue with everything happening tonight. But I wondered if you could send a special birthday message to my uncle.
Sorry, I had to answer a text from my husband. Sure, why not?
You know what? I'd welcome a change of pace. I'd be glad to.
Thank you, Forrest. He's my Uncle Ronnie. His first name's Peter, but he never liked his name. But since he always had salt and pepper hair, even as a kid, can you believe it? Folks always called him Pepper.
Thanks for the history lesson. Is there anything besides happy birthday you would like to
Pepperoni.
say to Mr. Oh my God!
Yes! Well, I'm making it the best birthday dinner.
I love Ponty.
Packages here and Ponty's Pizza. Starting at
You son of a bitch!
I
Stop calling us.
love the weird
Sorry,
Irish
Forrest.
pizza guy.
Let's just move on. We've already got another caller on the line.
All right, guys, this is where we're going to end this episode today. We got a lot of really cool information this time. I'm really excited to see where this is going next. So make sure that you click on like and subscribe before you leave. And I'll see you guys in the next episode of Killer Frequency.